Go me, it's my birthday, it's my birthday, it's my birthday. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is actually my birthday as I'm filming this video, although it's not my birthday the day that you guys are watching it. But I wanted to talk about my sister and how extremely sweet she is and some things that she sent me in the mail. I will be doing some eyeshadow using those items, and I also wanted to talk about Black Friday because right now it's the beginning of November and I feel like the Black Friday sales are creeping further and further back into the year. Anyway, if you want to see any of that, don't go anywhere. If you're new here, hi, my name is Rachel. I am a homeschooling stay-at-home mom. I love to play with colorful eyeshadow, and I upload lots of videos, all eyeshadow-related content. If you like what you see and you want to see more, I hope that you'll consider subscribing before you go. Hit that notification bell, and let's get going with this look. So let me first tell you about how very sweet my sister is. Today is my birthday, and yesterday I got a box in the mail, and I wasn't expecting anything per se, but the box came from the state where she lives, but not the town. And the box had my name on it, and when I opened it, I found gift wrap makeup from MAC Cosmetics. And I was like, that's weird. I didn't place an order. Never placed an order with MAC, actually. I've never tried MAC. And it had a packing list inside, but no prices, because it was a gifted packing list, you know, and it had a different address from my sister's, a different name, my name as a recipient, but then my sister's phone number. I don't have much experience receiving gifts like in this way, and so I was like, I think this means somebody bought something online or at a retail store and had it mailed to me, but with their contact information, you know. And I was confused for a minute, and I thought, wait a minute. My sister told me on the phone 2 days before that she had a box coming to me, but I assumed it was a box that she had put together herself. And I thought, maybe this is it. I think she sent me a birthday gift. So I sent her a picture. I'm like, did you send this? And then I started opening it up, and I was like, this is makeup. This is eyeshadow. It must have been a birthday gift. I was so excited. And she and I had recently had a conversation about how gift giving is my love language, but there aren't very many people in my life who either have that love language or are very good at speaking to someone with that love language. So I don't really get a lot of gifts. And I was feeling kind of like, the phone call that I had with her was a little bit of a pity party about a lot of different circumstances, but I was feeling kind of down and underappreciated. And she was like, I'm going to think about ways that I can show you how much we love and appreciate you. And so when I got this box the day before my birthday, I was like, oh, it totally made my day. So let me show you what she got, and then I'm going to do an eyeshadow look with it. She ordered a custom palette from MAC. I think she said she had a friend who works there. And the packaging came with empty palette and then the individual shadows separately packaged. And so my daughter put them in the palette, and they look like this. Now, on the screen, I will show you guys the names of these shadows because the names are on the back of the shadows and I don't have them to hand. But these are the beautiful shadows that she picked. This is a matte, and then these three are shimmers, and this is more of a duochrome or multi-chrome, depending on how the light hits it. I think it's a duochrome. And I wanted to do a look with all these shadows today. I'll probably pull in one or two more just to balance it out a little bit, make, for my own tastes, a fuller, more complete look. But this beautiful autumnal color story is what she picked out just for me because it's all custom. And then apparently it was part of a package or bundle deal, so I got a few other things in the box. Got a little sample setting spray. And this is an eye primer. This is a lip primer, and then some mascara. So I want to tell you guys about how she decided what to get, but I'm going to get into the eye look first. I've already primed my eyes. I used the Glamlight Icing Primer in the shade White Frosting, and I'm going to start with this palette. Again, as I go through, I will write the names of the shades in the bottom of the screen once I look them up and remember what they are. But I'm going to start with a dense blending brush and go into this beautiful berry toned matte shade, and I'll place this in the whole outer corner. Now, let me tell you the story. So my sister, after I discovered that she was the one who had sent me this palette, that's a pretty color, she's like, all right, now I have to tell you about it all. So she had decided to do this and thought, you know, eyeshadow is a good idea because Rachel's really into eyeshadow. So she went onto my YouTube channel, and my sister's not really into makeup. She doesn't really care, but she watches it to support and encourage me, which she does. And so she went onto my channel and she watched, I don't know if it was all of the videos. Maybe she just looked at the thumbnails, but I doubt it because she made a list and she wrote comments next to the items. But she watched a lot of my videos, at least enough into the video to know what palette I was using and what I thought about it. Because she had written down, and she sent me a picture, I'm going to put it in the screen so you guys can see. She sent me a picture that she had written a comprehensive list of all of the eyeshadow palettes that I had tried, and the brands that I particularly mentioned liking, and my thoughts on palettes that I wanted to try, or brands that I wanted to try at some point. as well as palettes that I had decluttered, like had tried and passed along. She had a whole list based on my YouTube videos, and I'm like, wow. And again, she had some with notes next to them, like she liked this brand or she didn't like this brand. And her goal was to get me something that I liked or get me something new to try. And this is a really beautiful color. I love this berry tone. Oh, so pretty, and it's performed nicely so far. We'll see how it blends out. I'm actually going to grab a different shadow just to blend it out. I want to bring something from the Sol Monet 2 palette into this look. I think I want to take one of these. I think I'll go with this one. It's going to be a little bit easier to blend out with this one. So I'm going to take a smaller and looser blending brush like this, and I'll dip into this shade right here. It is called Solar. I find that I use this shadow a lot. It's really pretty. And I'm going to use this on the edges of this purple berry tone to soften it and buff it out a little bit. So anyway, she had this huge list of all the palettes that I had tried, liked, disliked, decluttered, kept, listed as favorites, etc. And she wanted to give me something new, something that I hadn't tried or didn't already own. So she decided that the best option would be to go for a new brand. She had a friend who worked at MAC Cosmetics, and she learned about how you could buy an empty palette and fill it with custom shades. So that's what she did. She chose these lovely autumnal sorts of tones, which she knows I like, you know, the berries and bronzy kinds of tones. And I was just so touched. I felt so loved and appreciated. And it's not about the gift, it's just about being noticed, being remembered. It was very sweet. So that totally made my day. And I thought that even though it interrupts my expected upload schedule, I don't even care. I'm gonna do a look using this palette so that she can see it. And I'm using it on my birthday because it's my birthday. And I also wanted to talk to you guys about Black Friday. It seems like the Black Friday sales are creeping in earlier and earlier. Has anyone else noticed this? Let me give you some examples. Yesterday I saw somebody shared an advertisement for a cosmetics brand that was offering 70% off. And I'm like, 70% off? That is an enormous discount. That's huge. I'm going to take this Solar shade with a pencil brush and run on my lower lash line. This outer part of the eye is going to be very sunsetty. Anyway, so 70% off from one brand. And yesterday, a friend on Instagram told me about Sigma. Sigma was having a $25 off any purchase of $50 or more. Just for that day. It was a one day only sort of thing. ColourPop has been having a bunch of sales. Beauty Bay has been having sales where, you know, it's 30, 40, 50, 60% off things. I don't know. I don't know if it's clearing out year end so that they can bring in new stuff, which of course is part of Black Friday sales anyway, or if Black Friday sales are just moving up because people are starting to shop earlier, people are starting to want sales earlier. I think that it could possibly be people spreading out their purchases a little bit more to accommodate financial strain so that they're not doing all their purchases at one time. They're, you know, buying things a little bit earlier. I'm not really sure. But I have noticed so many sales lately, and I'm wondering if anyone else picked up on this. I cannot be the only one. There have to be other people out there who have noticed this. And you have to let me know in the comments, have you guys picked anything up? Because I did. Well, that is looking lovely. Now it's time to play with some of these shimmers. Let's see. We've got sort of a harvesty orange shimmer with a bit of a brown base. We've got this light, more peach champagne kind of shimmer, and then this one over here it's sort of a burgundy silver in one light, but then it shifts and it has a bit of green gold to it, I think. So I'm going to try to use all of them. I will use all of them. That's not going to be a struggle. Let me grab a flat brush. By the way, I didn't have any problem at all blending out this MAC purple color with the Uden's Eye orange. So first I'm going to start with that orangey shimmer. I'll write the name down below for you. I'm going to try it dry simply because I'm curious to see how it's going to perform on the eye. And I'm going to put that on most of my lid space, starting towards the inner corner. It's a pretty tone. I hope you guys can see that tone. It's definitely an orange-based brownish tone. It's a lovely complement to these other harvest sunset sort of colors. But I want to try it wet now, so I'm going to dip back into the pan, and then I will spray my brush with a setting spray. I like to do that because it controls fallout and it gives me more precision and usually a more high shine. So I'm curious to see how the MAC shadows will perform with a setting spray. I'm just going to place that right over where I did before. Yeah, okay. Certainly more high shine, a bit more pigmentation, a little bit more reflective. That's pretty. That looks nice. Okay, now I'm going to flip the brush over and dip into that multi-chrome color. And now that I know that the shadows will perform a little bit better sprayed, which most shimmers do, honestly, I will dip into the pan and then spray the brush. This one I want to place out here in the outer third, or, well, not the outer third. You can see where I'm putting it. Where the orangey shimmer meets the berry mattes. That's where I'm placing this color here. I feel like I've seen a shade like this a lot lately. This one is a little bit darker. But this sort of a tone, you know, like a purple silvery shift into other colors, into warmer tones. I feel like this is a popular tone right now. This would be a really nice shade for a smoky eye, like a dark, shiny, multichromatic kind of color. In a smoky eye, that would be pretty. Now picking up that lightest shimmer on a much smaller pencil brush, I'm going to start this in my inner corner. I did spray it after grabbing it from the pan. And I'm putting it as a bit of an inner corner highlight. It's a little bit pinker on the skin than it looks in the pan. In the pan it looks more champagne. On the skin it has some peach and pink in it as well. And I think I'll carry that down onto the lower lash line here until I meet the mattes that I laid down before. Okay, so this is about as far as I can get with just a quad. I do want to bring in one more shade, and just to add a little bit more sparkle and shine, I'm going to grab this shade right here from the Sol Mone 2 palette from Udenzai. This is the shade Starry Sky. I'm going to use this, I think I'll start on my finger just for kicks, and put this in the very center of my lid. And then I'll also use it to make the inner corner pop a bit more as well. This isn't really bringing new color, it's just bringing a hint more of a lighter, higher shine sparkle at the apex of my eyeball, so that when I shift my eyes back and forth, they catch the light a little bit more. Lovely. Where is the brush I want? Okay, I'm gonna take, I'm gonna drop things. I'm gonna take a small pencil brush, go into Starry Sky, and add this to my inner corner, just to brighten it up a smidge. Just a smidge. And that's that. So I will choose a waterline color and go off camera and finish up the other side. And I'll be back in a second to show you guys how it all turned out. All right, guys, here we go. Here's the finished look. On my waterline, I did a white eyeliner, and then I did a very small baby winged eyeliner on the top lashes. On my face, I'm wearing the Tre Luce blush in the shade Vacation. I have the Nomad Cosmetics Positano Sunrise highlighter, which I thought was a beautiful match for color and name, and I have the Tulum palette as a little bit of bronzer. I may look flushed because my house feels really hot, and I think the pregnancy is just completely destroying any sense of self-regulation. I'm just so hot all the time. I can't control my own body temperature. I think it's the pregnancy. So if I'm looking flushed, that's probably why. I don't think I put too much product on, but maybe I did. I don't know. Anyway, that's the look. I hope you liked it. As far as my thoughts on the MAC shadows go, they're very nice. They're very pigmented, especially the mattes. I think that matte is going to be a beautiful companion to a lot of other more exciting shimmers I have. The shimmers themselves were good quality. I don't have any complaints about them. My only thought is that they're a little bit more traditional or conservative. They're probably a great option for people who don't want the crazy high shine or metallic liquid finish of their shimmers. They want something that's a little more sedate, subdued, subtle, all the good S words, something that is a bit more higher class and more traditional. So I think it's a great option. The quality was really nice. I don't have any complaints about that. I'm really grateful to my sister for her thoughtfulness and her sweetness and her thorough research of what I already had in giving me something new to try. It's going to be fun to play with these products and the palette and see what kinds of lovely looks I can come up with. So if you're watching this video, my sweet sister, thank you very much. I love you, and you definitely made my day. I felt very loved when I opened that box and realized what it was. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment below. I always love to hear your thoughts. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!